Hey folks, how you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. So, did some work today and I'm very excited because after a while I did something for myself and something I was looking forward a lot. Let me show you these first. Now, I finished the 3 shades. I went with the gray today. I think gray suits all 3 of them. It's kind of like neutral color with these dark colors. So you've seen this one, the tough nose with the black and blue. Just simple. You've seen the brown, tan and black. I like that color, very nice color. And this one is pretty cool. This is a new G10 I actually picked up from Alpha Knife Supply. It was in the same order what I showed you that I got the texture tech. And this was actually on the sale. They said that it was a blemish. I guess they didn't like the outcome of it. It was black and toxic green. But normally the black and toxic green you have 2x2 layers. This is actually single by single, you know, 1 layer of each. So the toxic green isn't actually toxic green, but I think it's even better than toxic green. Check that out. The look it gives, you know, because that bright toxic green is kind of translucent when it's only 1 layer. So with that black underneath it, it gets that, you have that dark green layer, and then you have that little hint of like a toxic green, and then black, and I think it's really cool color. It's definitely nothing like a toxic green what you used to, but it's more like a really cool green and black, like one of the best G10 color combinations I've seen so far. I really like it because it still has that pop, you know, it still like has a little color. It's very visual. You can clearly see the different layers, you know, like blue, black and blue is kind of, it's cool, but it's a little different. It's kind of like dark. There's just a little more vivid, I would say. But it still has that, you know, or, you know, like a wood look to it. So that was the last one I did. I had ready that blank, nice, and like I said, I really like it. And it looks cool, bead blasted, nice, good little knife. They have some scratches from shades, some small, but that's nothing. I don't know how they scratch them, microscopic. That's nothing, they're supposed to be used anyway. At least I give you guys reason to actually use them, not just put them on a shelf. They had really nice satin finish. Let me see if you can pick it up. And beside the scratches, they had that really like clean satin finish to them. You see those microscopic scratches from the sheet. Where was it? Somewhere here. But the actual grind is kind of nice and clean. I like it. There are some scratches, you see them. All of them have the same finish. It's pretty neat. It's like it finishes with the Trizag I showed you in the last video, the grinding video. But then one more trick I picked up from George GI Custom. He told me try to put a buffing compound on a Scotch-Brite belt, and it just buffs it up a little bit, but it gives it a little, like, pretty cool. It's not too shiny. You still have those grind lines, that satin finish. It is like, I like it a lot. Then here's the star of today, the one I was really looking forward to, and that's my Knifechete N690. I got the N690 blanks back. I got 2 of these machetes, and then I have a couple more Raptors there and some CKC stuff. So here it is. You've seen it when it was pre-ground. It was the second one, the one I like better, with a little more drop to the front and a kind of more traditional handle for me, like my handle. Typical. I just love it. I did the OD green micarta, nice and thin, you know, like nice beefy handle, very comfortable for my hand, very secure. Cool thing, if you notice, I left that heat treat finish on the flats and on the spine, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna come off or what, we'll see. But it has that cool, it's almost like a tiger strap. I guess that's when they were straightening the blade. I don't know, it has some spots here. I like it a lot. It is blade heavy, obviously it's blade heavy. It's like a machete. Balance is about 3 inches from the index finger, but it is very light, you know. Look how big it is. It's actually 0.21 inch thick. After cleaning it's about 0.20, 20 thousandths or 200 thousandths. stock. It's N690 at 60 HRC, and it weighs only 20.5 ounces, this whole thing. So you have a really big knife. Somebody, I'm sure that people will laugh again when I call it knife. They will say that it's not a knife, it's a short sword. I don't know, I would say it's just machete, knifechete. 16, what is it? The actual cutting edge, it's right about longer than 16 inches. The overall length is 22.5, so it's nice and long blade. It's actually something like what Excalibur will be, but this is a simpler design, just nice and light. And 20 ounces is very light for how beefy stock you have and how long blade. It's gonna be, I think, very versatile tool, and it should be very good chopper. I'll see if I'm curious. I need to talk to Kylie if he would recommend doing more distal taper towards the tip, since it's so long, to drop off a little more weight from the front to eliminate some risk. But it has a very nice and lean grind here on the front of the blade, and it thickens up a little bit towards the tip, but it still has a lot of cutting power. I'm just gonna give you a little show, just a simple wrist flick right here. You see, it was a very basic wrist flick, very good penetration on it. Look at that. And those are just wrist flick, nothing else, no elbow, no shoulder. Should be really powerful chopper, but you know, within the limitations of the thickness and weight. But I'm excited about it. Cannot wait to test it tomorrow. I have my hopes really up high for this, to see how it holds up, how it will work as a tool. This is my very favorite design of for me, what I use knives for outdoors. It just it's a little more versatile, a little more user-friendly than the like crazy choppers like Excaliburs. Just because it's lighter, you can carry it easier, it has longer reach, you know, so when you need to clean up some heavy brush, even though the new Excalibur will be almost the same length, so that's not really a difference, the length, but it's the weight. It is, you know, it is 10 ounces lighter than Excalibur, so that is, you know, 60%, 66% of the weight of the Excalibur. So very excited about it, very excited. Not sure if I might be doing that. I might eventually, when I use it a little more, I might round off the spine. That will drop some weight, that will reduce the binding in the retrieval of the blade when you cut into the deeper wood, and the cut will go above the actual spine. When you have rounded spine, that kind of helps removal of the knife. So we'll see. It's still, like I said, as with many things that I did, the actual testing and trying and using the tool actually shows and bring, you know, what's better, what works better, what doesn't. And so testing is always, at least for me, it's very important, especially when it comes to the big tools. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. This one is actually for that guy that's returning the TI. These two, that Toxic Green and Black and Black 10 OD, those two are going to Gear Bastion tonight, so if you're interested, you know, keep an eye out for it. So guys, thanks for watching, enjoy the weekend, hope the weather will be warm, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.